Good morning. Good morning, Sisha. Are you ready for the exciting conclusion of our very first case? The bumbling Naruhodo? Good morning, Proxy. We shall see. If I fail the very first case and we land ourselves in jail. This is part 3 of the first trial. 22nd November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Courtroom 2. Right, so what the fuck happened last time? This lady, whose name I've already forgotten, I'm very sorry, came in with some decisive evidence after we failed to pin the crime on let's see, what's the court record? The people. Giselle Brett, 24, British exchange student. She absolutely did it. ACN chicken attorney. I hope I'm a very good chicken attorney. Alright. We learned that these 3 lied in order to protect her because she's a British exchange student. And it would ruin the Japan and British relations or whatever. That's what they think anyway. This is the person who died. Taketsuchi Ouchi. I can't believe his name is Ouchi. For pain. Ouchi. 7 out of 10 still condemned me to deep fryer. Oh. I can't believe you did that, Proxy. I see you are probably watching from prison. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate the support, even from the confinements of your cell for the Jollibee collab. This is the mentor. This is our best friend. Super cool, awesome Kazuma. That's who it is. Susato Mikotoba is the person who came in, who is the daughter of a mentor, who came in with some important evidence right before we were about to be declared guilty because she was gonna get away with her crimes for murdering him. All right, that's the gist of it. It's a freezer. Oh no, Proxy. That seems like torture, and I feel like it's against some kind of peace treaty somewhere. I don't think you should be in the freezer, Proxy. Don't worry. Chicken attorney, I will as chicken attorney, I will fight for you, Proxy. I'll get you out of that freezer. Even though you deserve it. No. Well, I understand you're the judicial assistant of the defense, but why this sudden ingress in my courtroom? Ha! A judicial assistant? And a woman, no less? Wow. Why am I not surprised that he's misogynistic? The real state? That females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. Yes. I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time sentenced to be grilled chicken. I didn't say sentenced to be grilled chicken, alright? I think you said that. I think that might be your subconscious talking, Proxy. Do you want to be grilled chicken? You would be delicious. I would eat you, Proxy. I have some vital evidence that must hand over to the defense. That I must hand over to the defense. Ha! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded. 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more. Do you want to be eaten, Proxy? I think you do. I think in our hearts, in everybody's hearts, we all want to just be eaten. Wait. That's what nuglets are. No, the nugs are infecting me with their sweet words of being eaten. You will serve yourself to me? Oh, thank you. Silver platter service from Proxy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I feel so loved. 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
But, Your Excellency!
I am most grateful.
Best chicken attorney. Yay! Who exactly are you?
I'm sorry. There's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something written in English.
It's Giselle Brett's research.
Huh? The Englishwoman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical facility, the faculty, and borrowed this paper.
Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh, no, of course not. Special characteristics of Curer and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curer? What's that? Thank you for asking, Yunosuke. I wanted to ask too. I was gonna look it up, but thank you for asking. I've never heard that word before.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
There was little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful. Thank you. Giselle's report, a report detailing an unknown poison that Miss Brett has been researching during her time at Yume University. Wow, how timely that we can definitely tell her that there is a poison, that she knows of a poison that can kill a man. Giselle's report has been entered into the courtroom. No. It's not the Sengoku era. Is it the Sengoku era? Which one? When was the Sengoku era? When? Sengoku. Oh, that's way before. That's the 1600s. Oh, I didn't realize it was so long ago. Yeah, I don't know, man. Misogyny is happening in 2026. Come on. Yeah, way before. But not to this blatant extent that Prosecutor Aoshi is yelling at us for.
Goodbye, then, and good luck.
What does it say? I want to know. I want to know right now. Synopsis. Oh, good morning, Ikaru. You're not objecting? It's already not avoiding work right now. Well, Ikaru, definitely not avoiding work right now. I will draw for you at the end of this stream. Thank you for that redeem. Synopsis. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. I feel like this was some kind of thing in like Sherlock Holmes. Like a special poison from South America. Super exotic. Effects. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Route of entry. And the above mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. That was definitely somewhere in Sherlock Holmes. Practical applications. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic. Yeah, I read that right. It's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. I see. So he was paralyzed, burnt himself, and then died? I think that's what they're saying right now. All right. Let's see how this plays into the trial. You have had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but even after a person came in saying, I have decisive evidence, the judge is like, there's no new evidence, right? What the fuck?
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Yunosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance. Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett?
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not very long until tea time. I'll have to politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question, however. I must ask you to treat that as an order. Wow, judge putting his foot down. Damn, you actually have a spine?
I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
My apologies, dear lady. So, counsel, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? The one that just came in? I don't know.
Yes!
Miss Giselle Brett. Or Giselle? I don't know how I said it before. We understand that you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yume University, doing research. Research by sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison.
What?
Poison? Where are you going with this, counsel? A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What? Complete and utter nonsense. Rare, you say? I've never heard of it.
You wouldn't have done.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before, for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist. Correct. Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
Order! Order! Counsel, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report, authored by the visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems it's reasonable enough among the European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from an extract of tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with Kira suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
It's trumpery! These aspirations are utter trumpery! Or aspersions, whatever. To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
That is true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however, it is the other way around.
What do you mean, the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress. The evidence is evidence that courier was used. Explain yourself, Counsel. The moment the toxin enters the person's system, it causes instant paralysis. I thought they would have made me present that. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible. Obviously, if a man lost his all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. Respiration? In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
That's hideous.
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his vital moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly courier poison. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison?
Objection!
This is all very convenient, isn't it?
It really is. That's this entire game, Ouchie. You don't understand. There's always just very convenient evidence.
Hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
If I may.
All these facts. You think you're so clever, but
It is you who must be taught.
of course. It's you, lady.
So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
What?
You steal another's honest work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
Well, Miss Brett,
The feeling is mutual. Whatever do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate of circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
Enough of this! I, for one, refuse to accept it! The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules!
Or, oh, what's so funny?
Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
Well, yes. I don't see, why not?
And then she drinks from the bottle. But it's actually the glass. Oh. Whoa, an animation for pouring. What the fuck? One time use animation. 10 out of 10.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Sorry.
To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics is laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of all of it now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers.
Zoom in. And then she dies. No, just kidding. Wait, what are you doing?
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. Goodness. Whatever is the matter? You all look so stunned.
So, no cure. But the bottle was clean. Sorry, the bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying?
You look so incredulous, little boy. But of course, that is the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind.
Ugh.
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of a friendship between our countries.
Yes. Dear lady, we are most gratified with all the assistance you have given.
Oh my god.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. But how? How did she swallow the whole glass and live to tell the tale? I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for an interesting conversation for the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Oh, zoom in! Thinky, with your brain cells! Come on, Ryunosuke. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water
contains no poison. As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle.
What? Why, Ryunosuke?
Isn't that obvious? If there was poison there, she'd be dead by now. Sometimes your unadulterated naivety really astounds me. But sometimes it's in need of a good staining. Until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world. Oh, is that what this color is supposed to represent? That was a guileless ending to a promising line of inquiry, Council, for which you will be penalized. Shit! I thought the poison would be on the glass. So there was poison in the bottle? Oh, fuck! Does the poison not last? Like long or something? So prey by a blowpipe dart. Toxic anesthetic first die of suffocation. Oh, so I'm so fucking stupid. I didn't read this. The poison needs to enter the body through a wound. That's right. What wound would it be? Oh, because he got his teeth done. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. He got his teeth pulled out. That's the wound. Holy crap, I'm dumb. Okay, well, shit. My perfect record! There has to have been poison in that bottle. Doesn't there? But there can't have been. Because otherwise... Okay. He's repeating himself. The culprit did put Courier in poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious?
Objection!
Fool, are you blind? There's no possible way the bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw
Miss Brett drinking the water from it?
That's right. Which complicates your argument, I think.
I believe that complication can be explained.
how exactly?
I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Very well. The defense truly intends to assert its claim. Then I must ask you to support that assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness is able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed? I don't know if I'm supposed to give the dental work or I'm supposed to present this part. I'm gonna present this because it's more obvious. But if it's not, then it's the dental work.
Yes!
The answer is to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
Objection!
That's not a valid explanation.
No?
After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest. I'm just reading Susato's-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle? I just know it's page 2. What is page 2? Special characteristics. We've been hearing a lot about this Curare poison. And it's left me curious about something. Curarius? Huh? No? Okay, fine. Oh, counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years. to lace the heads of the arrows that shoot into whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
But if they were to use this laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters are going to eat? Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Well, maybe if you cook it, I don't know. Because they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, Council. No, that would be madness. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seems a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written, like this. When Cuirair enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
What?
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Cuirair's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without danger to yourself.
You meddling little...
Wow! I knew that bird was going to be alive. Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Really? Me? A lawyer? Wow, our best friend praised us. Yay!
Objection!
Oh, all this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how possibly...
So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book.
Your research paper, not just facts. Why are you saying it like it's bullshit? You wrote it.
But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish? Flaw?
As even your brains have managed to deduce, Cuirair is safe to ingest. It seems likely its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of gastric succus.
Oh, yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they?
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
That's right!
Good gracious!
That's basic science. Science even a schoolboy would be able to understand, no?
Order! Order in the court! Order! Logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected the same way. Are you trying to suggest...
Yes, the Cuirair poison is completely irrelevant to the case and trial.
That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
No, we've got her! It's turned black and white, we've got her! Also, her mask extended? What is this welling up inside me? I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction that breaks down all discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey.
Whoa, look at that 3D!
Oh! Animalistic pride or instincts to object. Nice. I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett.
How dare you use that tone with me?
You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why. Even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the courier?
Take that!
As Miss Brett has so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference. The toxic effects of courier are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking poisoned water?
Inside?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. So, that's it. You used the knowledge to orchestrate this. Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked argument are so puerile.
What? What do you mean?
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
No.
I mean, it could just slip.
The poison would still be in the shards, wouldn't it?
Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
No! What is it? What just happened? It's the English woman. She just smashed the bottle. And in Supreme Court. What a blunder. Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from the broken bottle as possible. At once!
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
How could you? You won't get away with this.
You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle or not.
You.
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady?
That's right, really. Looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is this little schoolboy.
Objection!
No, you killed the victim that day, using Kyrie. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime. You waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor dead in the chest with your own hidden gun. And then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man.
How come he's schoolboy and the other is young man?
A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
Exactly! And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene. Ryunosuke. Yes, we've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. In my head? You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing that you could really depend on. Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. So, think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have to, this is when I cash in all those brain cells given to me. What the fuck are you talking about, Kazuma? Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What? What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in that vibrant memory of the same scene in my head, could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? There's a clue. There has to be a clue. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Come on then, let's wipe that smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. Alright, I can't wait. It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is, could be the key to arriving to the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been. What? What? It's here somewhere. Where is it? Is it here? Is it here? The blood is in the front of the table, so she turned it around after. It's probably it, right? Right?
Take that!
But the photo's not in color. Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this. Yes? What is it? He's still miles away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Attention!
Wait a minute. Where are you going with... Where are you going with this, little boy?
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw this scene shown in the photograph print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a splattering of blood.
What?
Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson from the chest from the front, there's no way the blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle, Brett.
I beg your pardon?
Attention!
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expecting to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean... Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the crime scene. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
You did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett, and I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. Look at his face. The face of determination to improve the police force. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a blood stain on Miss Brett's table. Or her plate. We must examine it. Now! Inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Hey look, the towel is on that side. Wait, has it always been on that? Oh my god, it does. He always wipes his mouth on this side. That's what I was on the right. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Sorry for the delay. Here is what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector. The blood, man! Show the court! Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. There's no blood. No. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no. That's impossible! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there, on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate.
What an What an unbecoming expression, little boy.
Wow, squawk.
You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
Holy crap.
I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire,
I believe we may have reached a conclusion in this trial.
let's hope so. This, let's pretend, attempt at court proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise I'll do my best to forget all about it when it's over.
No.
Ha! This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If this sorry-looking excuse wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
The plate of steak has been entered into the courtroom record. Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? Does the steak match the picture? Yeah, it does. There's no blood here either. Where's the... Is it because it's black and white that we can't see it? Oh well. Maybe it's underneath the plate. Come on. Examine! No. It's not anywhere. Where's the blood? Did you fucking eat it, sir? What? What? Oh, this is the sergeant's plate. Huh? What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. No. I don't mean what it is, I mean, what is it doing here? Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Yes. And apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoei Koban. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bouillon in bouillon. Bouillon in bouillon? Fucking what? And I don't think you ever will again. This isn't extraordinary, though. This means... This is it now. I've lost. Yunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what. Believe in myself. Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial would be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? That bloodstain was going to be to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? Your Excellency, please, wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Objection!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak.
Your Excellency, I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye anymore. Unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court what you are eluding. Where precisely on this plate of beefsteak is the new clue to be found?
Whatever. I need to WAS to move this. That's really strange controls. Anyways, right here. Right here. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Koban coin. Thank you. I already saw this. Thank you. How come I can't skip through these? There it is. Present.
Good gracious, that's...
Koban? What on earth?
A Hoei era one at that. Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant that day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
What a ridiculous question! How should I know? I've never seen that thing in my life before. I don't know what it is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat. That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in the moment of distraction.
Objection!
Do not be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen. A rare Hoei Koban just so happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be relevant to the case, I'll rip my ticket to Great Britain right now. Sorry, irrelevant to the case. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency! Yes, Counsel. A rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now. That was never your job.
Objection!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant.
Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what's it doing under the steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person that it can belong to.
Oh god, do I present the do I present him or him? I'm pretty sure he's the owner, but he's the one who hid it. But if they're asking for the owner, it's this guy, right?
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antique stealer and the owner of Rasute, Curio. Curio. I can't read that. It was because it's Curio. Koret Kuda-san. Because it's a fucking pun! I can't read that because it's a fucking pun! Oh, my brain. My brain is trying to read two words at once because of that. Okay.
Drinking water.
Cutie? As in that Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Ooh, I don't want to agree with her, but she's kind of right. These ridiculous ones, anyway, not real names. Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoei Era Koban, my prized coin.
Then, this Hoei Era Koban? Do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No. Please, why would Kurekuta-san's Koban be sandwiched in between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Which is exactly why I'm asking to bring Kurekuta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay. Ooh, look at this sexy turnaround. Because it's 3D, we can do these effects. How far does it turn around? How far? Do we loop back to looking at the witness stand? Oh no, it stops. I can't believe we've come back round to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we can chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find the key. We'll find that it's a key element to the case. This is so convoluted, man. Just show us the other plate. Oh, but then they would be like, oh, this, whatever. Okay, fine. We look at all possibilities. Suddenly, the witness stand is freaking long. Whoa! What is this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for little baby Idol? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs, forced to bear false witness. And then cast from this courtroom. Myself, I became a ruined man in a trice, a worthless, withered antique. Nothing more I have to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop's owner's existence.
Be that as it may, Kurekuta-san, something has come up to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute memory, sir. Ah!
Yes, that's it. That one, that very one. The very exactly one that is. What the splendiferous, the whole treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be.
As I thought.
Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaked in the seasoned meat juices.
This sandwich? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody here concealed my Hoei treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing?
Does he have shifty eyes? No, he's just blinking. Excuse me. Could I say something? Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
Le Carnaval is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. He's sweating. The sergeant over there. If we can just hop on over to the switch witnesses, quick. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were set undercover, is it? Yes, I took the job of the waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work at the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Kurekuta-san's Koban is all too clear.
What? What?
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is this despicable scoundrel who stole Kurekuta-san's Koban and hid it under the stake?
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Iasanosa. What? How? How dare you monster! Monster? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm a master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me. It was Aido. Aido is the mastermind behind all this. Even his eyes are exclamation marks. Much shock. You would push the blame of your crimes onto your own son? An innocent little boy? Or innocent little baby? It's you who's a monster, Sergeant Nosa. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. Cool. What a freak out. Did he break his back? Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesenosa, preparing to stand down in the Imperial Court, sir. Our first classic Ace Attorney freakout. Do any of you know of the extraordinary low wages in Nippon Imperial Army pays? Those it expects to keep our country safe. I understand the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remain in place. And I've heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? The place is heavy with money. Every 3 days, I go there to do reconnaissance for a target. and I enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork, even, which is worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man and his koban. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are.
I was set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Also, thank you for the brain cell, Gambly. I'm finally seeing the end of this trial, kind of. Bang. Yes, it was when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Idle, too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again on a later date. This is ridiculous.
Perhaps you could carry on with such absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett?
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure that there's no need to detain you any longer at all. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency.
Indeed. The theft of the koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
Nonsense, is it? Well, oof.
And for the picking up of your steak and biting it onto it without using a knife and fork is beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you're free to leave.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. And good day.
That face. That face is the face that a cat makes when they smell something disgusting and need to sneeze. Yunosuke, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming. Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call it out now, it'll be too late. Too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Wait, Miss Brett.
What is it now?
I'm afraid just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago.
What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Attention!
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke?
Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Oh, but the fork was clean. Is that what we're gonna harp on right now? Is it in here? Clean knife? Eh? Knife. Oh no, knife dirty. But also chomp marks. Is that what we're looking at? Are we presenting chomp marks? Chomp.
Yes, I'm right. What she said here exposed an undeniable contradiction.
I'm going to need to see some evidence, Counsel. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it? I don't know if I'm supposed to present this with the picture of the steak, or this, the steak itself. I'm assuming this is closer if we show chompy steak chomps, because these are obviously not like knife and fork marks, right? I'm gonna present this. It's okay. We have 5 tries. I mean, we still have 4 lives left. It's fine. The steak that Miss Brett has been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency, the steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. I see you've noticed this too, Miss Brett.
Notice what, Counsel?
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a renowned English gentlewoman herself.
Then take a good look at the steak. In particular, the edge where it's been eaten. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there.
Ah!
Oh!
Ah!
It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks on the steak at all.
Objection!
But what is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry. Oh, whatever you say, dear lady. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Oh, of course. This will be over in a blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave. I've heard enough. You irritating little spectacled samurai relic. Of course. Dear lady.
What is the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth mark on the steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? Yes, now at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in the steak had been allegedly eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I saw somehow seems to have disappeared.
And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day.
I accept these teeth marks on the stake are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us?
Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything?
Yes, I believe these barbaric teeth marks in the stake here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of that phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been? What?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean the evidence does not exist.
Attention!
That's absurd! The trial has run several hours already. Are you to say that there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be! I don't believe you have it!
Objection!
I don't, but there's someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom.
And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair?
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga. What? I have it? Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence?
Why are you shifty-eyed now? Oh, I guess you've been called out in front of court, so even if you're innocent.
That's ridiculous. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this stake with the teeth marks. Yes? Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Kuretaka-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, cadet! I'm a superior officer! Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak?
Shun! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentlelady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it.
In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Attention!
But that makes no sense. That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection!
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over. You did switch the plates?
Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then, when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, That'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With military precision and timing, I switched my stake with the one on the foreign lady's table.
What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing.
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable!
However, fear not, Prosecutor John. Hassan. What now? I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform that it is all I did, sir.
All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes!
So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's stake and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes. Earlier in the trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's stake after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That's to preserve evidence. You had taken both. Ah. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady.
I beg your pardon.
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no?
You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me.
The reason the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something that the defendant remembers seeing.
Thinks he remembers.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson. There was a clear splattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. This game is so friendly for short playtimes because they repeat everything over and over again. Thank you sometimes for my short-term memory, but sometimes, damn, I have to read that thing a lot of times. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further, Inspector. You will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's plate at the time of the incident. Yes, sir. He's so fucking proud of himself, man. And he should be. He's doing great work. He's doing great police work. Very innovative. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, there it is. Here is the other steak and its plate. Please, feel free to examine it. The blood stain. It's clearly visible. Look.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it is impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
It can't be. In fact, there's only one person who could have possibly shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everybody knows by now who that person is. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! Wow, very, very iconic. Finally pointing at the I'm so out of words right now. I've spoken too many. Is it time for a freak out? Oh, screen jiggle. Oh no, Swan is dead. Oh no, Swan. Outdone by a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No. No. No! Why there's little chicks. Oh, it's so adorable. Oh, black one. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh, wow. That's... Oh my god, they're so cute. No, they're so cute. No. Please, excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time for you to... you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. No, the little chicks are gone. No, I only got to enjoy them for a little bit. Aww. Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life using Curer. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for the one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So, you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because Curer is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would be all over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he'd been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you'd decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair, such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happened to know the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Curer in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Under your skirt? So I was right. There were two guns. Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Place where you were sure that I would take notice.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up,
that was when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, to which the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson, and from where he'd picked up the gun.
So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
Your Excellency? Yes?
I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call on you.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
Wow, she actually said her name this time, not schoolboy. I don't want her to know my name though. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be. Taketsuchi Aochi does not lose. Not the likes of this rookie student.
You'd better start getting used to tough opposition.
Yunosuke Naruhodo.
Yes?
This insult to the Aochi family will never be forgotten.
You've become conceited with age, Counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make their way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. Oh, whoa, from across the room? That's funny. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still, the Aochi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Wow, Kazuma, you predicted the future. Damn. This trial to the Supreme Court of Japan, or in the Supreme Court of Japan, will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what will it look like? I cannot begin to imagine.
That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes. After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Ah, never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, yes? In you I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential. I do not recognize the authority of this court. Vince, you can't do that. They're gonna put you in jail for obstruction of justice or something. I don't know. Also, good morning. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. The judges hate this one trick. What is this, clickbait? It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty. Innocent. Only in your case, Vince. Though that confetti is for you, Vince. You're innocent. This court is now adjourned. Vince, you're like, the rules don't apply if I don't see them. I don't think that's how that works, but you know. In the fictional Japan world, you can run away with murder, apparently, if you're a British gentlewoman. 22nd of November, 2:46 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendant's Antechamber 5. I can't believe it. I can't believe that's what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Unwarranted authority with a British accent on anything a person says. Man, like, not only did the British gentlewoman have a British accent, she was also very pretty, okay? Everybody was going to forgive her, except for Kazuma and Ryunosuke. You know, the person being accused and the accused best friend. Did you know if you're good looking, you can get away with murder? I think Kazuma knows. Kazuma's gonna get away with murder one day. Cancer diagnosis from a doctor with a smooth upper class British accent and getting one from someone who sounds like, what? That doesn't make cancer any better. Vince, come on. What? Oh gosh, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. Ha ha ha. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me a large, extra large, in fact, sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Maybe I'll check WebMD when I get out. Oh. I see how it is. So... Oh, no wonder why nobody believes House when he diagnoses a patient. Is because he's not using his British accent.
Congratulations to the both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
Exactly. Yeah, I get it now, Vince. I get it. Our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. That show would have had one episode. I was just like, it's lupus in a British accent. And everybody's like, oh, he sounds so smart. Yes, of course it's lupus. Those episodes would have been 5 minutes long. Oh my gosh. Every episode, a diagnosis, and everybody's like, yes, of course. Let's get your treatment right away. Don't delay. What kind of weird... That would be a really weird drama. Like television drama. Then the whole series of House has bumpers between actual shows. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much. If we hadn't had that research report from Miss Spratz, I don't know how things could have turned out.
Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father. Ah, yes, of course.
Forgive me for intruding on your court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistant for the defense.
Speaking of Mikotoba. There you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend?
Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study for forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson. Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what happens in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this. The spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? The simping for Great Britain is kind of sus. Well, I mean, they do both. They love Japan here, at least in the courtroom, and they also love Great Britain. I wonder how that's going to play. They are playing up Great Britain as the greatest country in the world. I do agree. Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. Are they allowed? It cuts down anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me. What happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. She's free to go because she's from Britain. It's not easy to tell you this, but
What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all.
In Jade Empire, where John Cleese played the dandy fop British guy, you can recruit whose big thing is that he has a long barreled rifle as a weapon and is painfully slow but really strong. Oh, the British guy brought gun? Gun to the sword fight?
She will be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai.
Wait, are we gonna have people from Shanghai?
What? Shanghai? Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm sure of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction.
Who's saying this? Oh, this guy.
Inspector Hosonaga. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... But what's this all about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? Why can't try her? We can't try her? But then who? Who's going to bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard.
Jurisprudence? I don't know about the guy who has a kink for... He got on technicality. Christ. Wow, he got off on a technicality. That's good. Oh, stupid jokes. Oh, thank you for the prayers, Keita. Oh, I had for the brain cell. Oh, not the prayers. This is for your RNG luck. I needed that brain cell an hour ago, Keita. You're late. My perfect case was marred by one mistake. I wasn't sure where the evidence was going with the poison whatever, okay? Jeez. I won't spoil it for you, Keita. You go lurk.
The British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away, where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. Though, I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now, and that we've signed a friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances you're right. Then, how long? So long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature in our respective governments.
They can't invoke a consular court just like that.
Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but that doesn't justify our government's making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. So, Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her crimes here in Japan. I'm afraid that's for the young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this court to foreign students committing murder very seriously.
Oh, they don't think so. She's gonna get off scot-free. Damn.
But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt,
That woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough serious for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor... You're right. It's no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. Oh, well, what's going to actually happen, instead of going to the boys' room, is we're going to go back to the scene of the crime and be re-traumatized and have a drink there. Oh, no, we're not re-traumatized, okay? We're rewriting our bad memories of that day, where somebody's best friend got, oh, not best friend, somebody's good friend got murdered, Mikotoba's, and where we were convicted of a crime. Somebody died there like 2 days ago. Why are you suggesting this, Hosonaga-san? Gotta chill your waiter job. Wait, why are you still being a waiter there? Aren't you a detective? And your crime is solved. Let's not worry about the details for now. To La Carnival! Will you accompany us, Professor? Done some weird things on it board too. He does. Do you not have serious detective work, Hosonaga? Are you that bored? Of course. La Carnival's food is second to none.
I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Wow. So while the boys go out to drink, the only woman in this story, well, besides the murderess, is doing all the clinical work. I see how it is. So, Chiseo's Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed that Dr. Wilson. She wants to start war, that's why. If there's if a friggin' British professor gets killed in Japan, a war is gonna start. Kazuma. Kazuma, don't tell me you're gonna get killed in Great Britain. as a Japanese exchange student. I don't know, they're not exchanging anything, but you know, international student. Yes, Ryunosuke. I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your work. Your skill made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. Don't you go raising death flags, Kazuma, right now. Don't say anything. Don't say you'll come back and marry us after the war. British should have got here in the first place. She didn't come out of womb like, I need to cut people. Good morning, Ikaru again. Are you here to start wars? I can't help but think that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. Yeah, war! What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. If I helped you today, it was only right at the start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defensive lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Ah, it was nice seeing you too, Vince. Have a very good night. Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human, just like you. I don't have superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in, and to stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me. Well, You faced a seemingly hopeless situation, time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it, through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Yeah, 45! More feathers for you, Hikaru. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is... Ah, you're still here, are you? No, he's gonna tell us after the war. That's your death flag. Kazuma, no. Tell us now. Don't tell us after the war. That's your death flag. No. Ah, Inspector Hosonaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. I'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. No, Kazuma, no! You're gonna die! We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study tour to Great Britain. Don't forget. Ah, yes, that too. So... my very first trial came to an end. What the? The flash of assets. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much a part, but still. He's the one who kept your evidence that kept you out of jail, man. He did a lot. It's because of the help and support of these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize. What are these flashes of window that I'm seeing? Just how much it would change my life. And we finished episode 1. Yay! Oh, we're going to the Titanic? The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. Oh boy. Yeah, let's start episode 2. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited.
Sholmes?
Bated breath.
Herlock Sholmes?
The ventilator, a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
Oh. January 9th, 6:37 a.m. On board the steamship Buria.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident, by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait!
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder. And in cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Herlock Sholmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Oh my gosh, are we is it us again? Are we guilty of another murder? Junosuke. Oh no. Oh, I was not expecting to see Herlock Sholmes in this game. My head is throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Wait, I can't move. What the? Why am I in handcuffs? Are all 3 episodes gonna be Ryunosuke being the accused and having to defend himself 3 times? Ryunosuke, what the fuck are you getting yourself into? How unlucky are you? Why am I in handcuffs? So, you wake up now, We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. We found you. Now you play criminal. Tomorrow is finally Miku Day, yes. To be unable to return home as buses stop. Oh god, oh no, wait, how? How are you gonna go home? Are you just gonna wander around in the dark of night until the next buses come up in the morning at like 5 or 6 a.m.? Oh no, you gotta... How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe? Sorry. Wow, all the way to Guelph. Damn. Just for Miku Day. Do it for Miku. Now, you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how the cold ocean is. How cold the ocean is, No, I'll tell you everything. There is only one thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that... Oh, it's her. Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Miss Susato. Did we kill our best friend? Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Or is it your dad? Where is he? Where is Kazuma? No! We killed our friend? I didn't think we would be part of the war that you wouldn't be coming back from, Kazuma. Oh my god, we killed our best friend. This is devastating. I had an inkling Kazuma might die because, of course, he's too cool. He's too cool not to be dead. It's like Mia from the original games. Oh no. Ha! You pretend you do not know. You are a wolf in sheep's pelt. Yes, it's literally copy pasted Phoenix Wright. Well, I mean, at least we got. No, we got one trial with Mia too, didn't we? No. Why they gotta kill our best friend like that? No, it's because he was too good looking. When you have so much aura, there's just like huge target on your back. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. What? Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago. Here, in this very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. His body. Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I... Oh, did Kazuma put us in the drawer because he knew Ryunosuke would be framed, and that would be the one thing that would make him not seem like the perpetrator? Because if the victim was the one who sealed Ryunosuke in and like put the words on the drawer, that means he didn't do it. He wouldn't be able to. Right? Oh, our best friend loved us to the very end.
I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please. No.
No. Kazuma. Wait, I already see how plot holes led. It's not plot holes. It's evidence, Ikaru, okay? This is the setup, okay?
It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble?
As Herlock said, Kazuma was Russian from writing, yet the note on the door was Japanese. Yes. No. Well, Herlock said that, but what he really means, this is being set up right now, is that the person who wrote the Russian is different from the person who wrote the Japanese. We don't know whether or not Kazuma was the one who wrote the Russian. It could have been the killer who was like, you know, using his dead finger to write the Russian, right? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study? I was wondering about that. I was like, wait, why is Ryunosuke here on the boat?
It was really something else when you brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way the Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor.
I thought I was going to die.
Yes, I still can't quite believe that.
I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. Has Kazuma told us what favor he wants? Because I'm going to be very mad if he hasn't. In the 2 weeks that we have not seen them.
You must be even less of a man than you look.
Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body.
Well, it's about 50 days until we dock to Great Britain.
But if you confine yourself in my cabin here, I don't expect anyone would discover you.
I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway.
Take the hit for his death? Oh no. Or maybe the favor is find out who killed him, because Kazuma knew he was going to die. That was his mission. His mission was to die.
What I want to know is, why do we need to keep a secret from the young lady?
From our faithful judicial assistant, Mikotoba, you mean?
From your close friend, more to the point. Surely you could confide in her, couldn't we?
I don't believe she'd give me away.
No, but if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association.
It's best that only you and I know about this.
I suppose so.
Anyway, it's about time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I know it's cramped, but you'd better get in there. I think it won't be for long. Anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze.
Yes, I know, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'd be in for it.
Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper?
No, we wrote it. No!
Our one evidence.
What?
Also, why would the housekeeper know Japanese? Then I can stick it on the wardrobe door once you're inside.
I don't know. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together.
Oh my god, we were eloping! This is what this game does to us. We were gonna elope with our best friend. Ryunosuke was gonna elope with his best friend, and they murder Kazuma. Oh my gosh, what is this? Is this burying our gays? No. They're not canonically together. Just joking, okay? Bye, guys. Guys. Ship them with me, ship them. But he's dead! We leave you at the next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make any more trouble for yourself. Murderer.
No, I'm not a murderer.
Da! You said before. You admit everything about your crimes.
No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend?
No one else could have done it. Admit the truth.
Susato-san. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Very well. But there is something I would like to ask of you too. Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs. They think I did it. They think I'm Kazuma's killer. When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside. What do you mean? There is no access to the cabin via porthole window, and the bolts to the door can't be operated from outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls.
Were they in the suitcase?
What? Or to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside this cabin. Or do you have some other explanation? This is impossible. How did he die then? What exactly happened? Are you still going to deny the charge, even despite the circumstances? Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me. The cause of death is still undetermined. They don't know how he died. The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call. So presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then. That is true, yes. Can't anyone tell me what exactly happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? Presumably, that's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Please. Whatever you say, you were the one in the cabin after all. Well, yes, I was, but... He would always wake up before dawn to do his training, first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't. Does that mean he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at his cabin door, I wonder? I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside, there was Kazuma-sama, collapsed on the floor.
And the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow. I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe. This is all very hard for me to believe too. Trust me. Now I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question. Yes, alright. Ugh, my head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything. Why are you even on board the ship, Naruto-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time. I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabin for so long without him noticing? No, that would be impossible, obviously. Yes, of course. Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together. He actually asked you. But why? I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. I don't understand. Oh, don't tell me he didn't tell you what favor it is. Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you? It's an idea in my mind, ever since the end of that incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development. The center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not. But on a personal level. If you were to become a lawyer, then... Then what? Nothing. Forget it. Kazuma-sama is... He was always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you. Yes, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes then. It was darker than I've ever seen before. Susato-san. I'm sorry that we kept it secret from you. My stowing away on the ship, I mean. If I know, Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me. To avoid me becoming guilty by association. That's exactly right, yes. Word perfect, in fact. If you are not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in this cabin? Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I... fell asleep? Well, yes. So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed. Well, yes. I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. But it's the truth. If only I'd woken up then perhaps I won't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Oh, is something wrong?
Oh, no. It's... please forget it.
Susato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could have possibly have done this.
Ugh. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? I can't take this.
Don't try to go anywhere.
You were the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen. I'm sorry. But Kazuma was killed right under my nose here. And I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
Oh my gosh, are we going to go against Herlock Sholmes in court? Like unofficial court battle? Oh no. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and how and why they did it. I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Hi-ya! Nice. What the?
That was a Susato takedown.
Susato what? What martial arts form is that?
I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
But how am I supposed to?
Have you forgotten already what you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in the court of law.
Ah, I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. I have to get Susato-san to believe in me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. Prove I'm a student of the Imperial Yume University. Paper seal. Kazuma would stick this over the doors of the wardrobe for me. It says keep out in Japanese. Though I'm not sure the Russian crew can actually read it. That's what I thought too. Because it was pasted! You can see the remnants of the glue we used to stick this over the wardrobe doors. Although it wasn't proper glue, of course. We didn't have any of that with us. So I pulverized some rice into a paste to use instead. But to a stowaway like me, every single grain of rice represents precious rations. That's why I spread it as thinly as I possibly could. I couldn't bear to waste any. Sorry, I need to present this.
Yes!
Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remembered clearly.
I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Ah! Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them.
But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on to the outside of the doors on my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma.
Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Thank you, Susato-san.
Now,
Do you think perhaps you could help me up?
Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating here at least.
Thank you. So you finally believe me?
I'm sorry. No.
What?
I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you use some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back into position.
What does she think I am? A magician? No, a ninja! From Japan!
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as you possibly in here. I'll do the same.
Alright, let's get to work, Susato-san.
Please, don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Oh.
I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example.
Right. Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death. Yay, investigating time. Tutorial? Tutorial? Should we converse some more? No. B to look around. Wait. B to look around? B to look around. Oh, it's just back and forth here. Okay. Oh, our first time investigating things. Time to click. Don't miss any pixels. Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. The brush strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma.
Yes, his calligraphy always was a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can. I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be?
Even though you stowed away on this ship.
Well, Kazuma helped, okay? It was Kazuma's idea. Now you're going to bring that up, are you? I can't win.
Oh dear, that won't do.
Oh, what's the matter, Susato-san?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused I forget to look around properly.
Ah, yes. That's not good.
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me on that regard. Are you, Naruhodo-san?
I already learned that.
I'm sure you're careful to look around. Using BM, aren't you? Now, let's investigate all corners of this cabin.
Yes, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. Oh, a nice check mark. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. That's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. It was really tasty.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But,
did you eat it on the floor here? I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate it on the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. There was definitely some kind of sleeping stuff. Kazuma was not supposed to be awake when he died.
Which meant all the more for me. Oh no! Does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent last night on this earth with an empty belly? It's just too horrible.
Now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach.
There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and the cutlery are all over the floor for some reason. Yes, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still... No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama. No. That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it. Yes. He was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul. I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on to the ship. I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. But I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever this thing is, it appears to have broken clean in two. That glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little netsuke fastener from a kimono outfit. I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around, would he? The mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It sort of has a brick-like hue. Yes, you're right. It's the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in this cabin. When I went for help, the crewman forced the door to open. This bolt had been firmly closed. It's quite a small bolt, and not particularly sturdy. It just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense, all up in down my spine. I remember once reading in a detective novel, the culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt from outside the room, in a situation like this. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles up and down my spine. Perhaps I should see what this Russian crewman makes of the scene of the crime. Excuse me. What? I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it is not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal asking investigator for information about his crime? Very funny. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke. He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty. He might have useful information, though. I have to keep trying. So, last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Nay, of course not. Or niet, of course not. Now back to the corner of the room and make silent. I say no more to you. Did I hit a nerve? Just for a minute there, he seemed a little flustered. Oh, something happened last night, huh? Were you all asleep because of a certain drugged chicken? These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria. It essentially is a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. What? What are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? I can't decide.
Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. The books have fallen over on the shelf, look. They've all toppled the same way.
And what's this? A statue of some sort of god of the sea. Although he's fallen over as well.
Yes. It's almost as if the whole shelf had been ransacked and everything mowed down at once.
I wonder if... Perhaps it was Kazuma-sama's doing. His morning sword training, you think?
I seriously doubt it.
Then perhaps... It was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage.
I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. The way these have been thrown about have something to do with the case, I wonder.
Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess.
Missing books? Oops. These books are provided for entertainment of whoever is occupying the cabin, I suppose.
And they must be well looked after. You mustn't damage any of the ship's property.
But it wasn't me who knocked them over.
Well, anyway, I feel much better now that they're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are a mess. That's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me.
Memories? What do you mean?
Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. It says "this way up" in Japanese.
Which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over. And then I was tossed on the floor here.
Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, it was less painful than the Susato takedown. Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked that ink pot from that desk when he collapsed on the floor. Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain, and almost unbearable to imagine it.
I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing.
Don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? Then what language is it?
It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder?
This is where Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing.
Where's the chair? London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination.
It looks as though the last entry is incomplete.
Which means... what? He was in the middle of writing it when the accident or the incident happened. Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
Hi-ya! That's out of the question.
What?
Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? All right, I won't read it.
Poor Kazuma-sama.
I don't like prying into people's personal business matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole which fresh air can circulate into the cabin. Isn't that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear to, you're right. But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should connect to the outside. That's true. Perhaps it's so that the rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough or something like that. I suppose. Maybe that's it. What the? When did you get in there? Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Oh, how did he... You've noticed the man too, have you? I have no idea who he is or how he got here, but he looks suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall. Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he investigating Kazuma's desk, or is he just playing on? I can't tell.
Well, in that case, we must simply talk with him. We simply must talk with him.
Am I just imagining it? Or does Susato-san look almost uncontrollably excited?
By the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case... If you press space on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them.
Alright then. I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself. Oh, I see. This is the Maya or equivalent in our story. Oh man, we weren't gonna have a cool assistant Kazuma stay with us. We're gonna have this. I don't want to call her a kid because she's not. This lady, this lady who doubts our innocence right now. At least she can fend for herself. She can haya.
Oh, please do.
I want to keep examining everything, though.
It's some 2 weeks ago when we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san?
I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no. I suppose not. Though it must have been rather exciting, making this voyage in your own secret hideout.
The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yes, I did basically have to live in that wardrobe. Last night was no exception.
But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out there, here in the cabin.
No, sadly not.
This is... yes. It's a bell cord contraption, I think.
What do you mean, contraption?
I read about it in the book I was studying that talked about the life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can put a ring and pull to ring a bell to summon servants.
Really? That sounds almost magical.
Shall we give it a little try? Yes, in the interest of cultural research, obviously. suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people.
No. I'm sure it's just everyone's busy, that's all. Oh. Accidentally clicked out of the game. I'm back, okay. Alright, let's talk to this strange foreign gentleman who I do not know. Excuse me. Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Shh. This is a critical point in my investigation. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best.
Greetings! I hope I haven't... What exactly are you doing on Kazuma's desk just now? He is really tall. He clips the screen. That's the top of the screen we can't see.
Ah, I see. Fascinating.
Sorry? What do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me.
Ah, yes. Everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry? What?
And now, whilst venturing towards foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament.
Oh. Well, that's true at least.
But how? Elementary, my dear. No, just kidding. How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really the most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, dear madame. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary. You have left 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower.
From Final Fantasy XIV?
And when the beribboned occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes.
Just to be clear, you're talking about me, are you?
Certainly I am.
Wow, nice pose!
Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name.
I don't even see one person who fits the bill.
So it's true. It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama.
What?
And you're plotting a revolution too. It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked.
No, listen. There's no way
Hi-ya! Now explain yourself. Tell me everything.
This is ridiculous.
How could you do it?
For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously.
Oh, forgive me.
And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head.
Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing through foreign climes, you did find yourself in the most
troubling predicament, do you not? Well, yes, maybe. Ha! There you have it, you see. What do you make of that, hmm? Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observations of trifles, you see. I announce my feelings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I'm right. I don't think you introduced yourself. Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women a world over. The inimitable Sherlock Sholmes. So, it really is you, the actual Sherlock Sholmes. The very same, the inimitable, actual Sherlock Sholmes. What does inimitable mean? It means impossible to copy, or imitate, or duplicate, because it is so unique. So, inimitable. Inimitable. So, inimitatable. Okay. Oh my god, he is. That's his whole shtick, isn't he? He isn't Sherlock Sholmes. He's copying Sherlock Sholmes. And he sucks at it. Oh god. Do you know this man, Susato-san? The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him. What planet have I been living on then? You must ask him what he's deduced. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Oh, I think I'm gonna have to leave this for next time. Give us a save and do a little draw, shall we? Shall we? Alright, let me get myself set up. Wow. While we listen to this exciting Sherlock Sholmes music. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright. Let's get into drawing. This draw, requested by White Ikaru, is Yin objecting, while they were definitely not avoiding work. Okay. Almost forgot to transition. Okay. Let's see if we can draw Yum real quick. Let me draw from a dynamic angle, maybe. I have a small reference of what the ace attorneys look like when they object. Yes. Oh no, this is gonna be so hard. I have to draw an arm in perspective? Forget it. Never mind. I give up. What is this? This is bullshit. I was thinking of making me point. That's the wrong button. Oh. Point at us, but that's not happening. Never mind. Gotta get that finger right. Very important. The pointy finger. Should I be wearing... What do they wear? Their school uniform? I'll wear their school uniform. I'm gonna make myself like Kazuma. Let's see if I can give myself a headband. Man, I knew Kazuma would die. I just didn't think he would die this early. Couldn't give the man 2 cases before he dies? Jeez. Should I put it behind? No. Screw it. You know how that Brett lady was so upset that she exploded birds? That's what happens during Yin's objections, is a whole bunch of nuglets show up to object to. Oh, these are terrible colors. And they're all pointing to with their wings, which they totally have. They're just triangles. They look terrible. They're just triangles. Oops. Oh no, it's the wrong way. And there's a lamp here. Yeah, I've drawn the entirety of the Ace Attorney, the great Ace Attorney courtroom right here. So accurate. Let me draw a sword too. Yeah. let me not only steal Kazuma's fit, but I'm gonna steal Kazuma's sword. Let's see if I can find a reference for just the hilt. Well, I can't find it. I'm just gonna make it up. It'll just be poking out from here. Sure. That's the sword. Yeah, alright. That's good enough. Thank you, Ikaru, for redeeming this. Objectionable redeem. I think that's a word, sure. And thank you for watching. And have a very, very lovely night. Yes, thank you for being here, Ikaru. Oh, wait, one thing I should add. Yeah. Now the nugs look like they're objecting. Angry eyebrows. Alright, that's good. Thank you very much for your redeem and have a lovely night. Dying. Good night.